Our presentation is about campus safety. Our presentation is going to cover important topics about campus safety, such as threats, blind spots, single point entry, and visitors. So you may be thinking, what is campus safety? Campus safety refers to the politics, procedures, personal, technology, and physical security measures used to protect students, staff, visitors, and school property from potential threats, hazards, and emergencies. The goal of this is to create a secure learning environment where all students can focus on academic success and personal growth without fear to them.
Hello, I'm gonna talk a little bit about why campus safety is important. Campus safety is important because students learn best when they feel safe, supported, and comfortable at school. School safety is not just the responsibility of administrators or security personnel. Everyone plays a role in keeping schools safe. Teachers and staff help by supervising students, following safety procedures, and reporting concerns. Students help by following school rules, being respectful, and speaking up when they see something unsafe. Parents and families support schools' safety by staying informed and communicating with the school. Visitors also contribute by following campus procedures and checking in through the front office. My topics that I'm gonna be talking about, it's about threats and blind spots. So a threat is an action, behavior, or situation that could cause harm to students, staff, visitors, or school's property. One of the types, or some of the types of threats are verbal threats, that is such as statements about harming someone, written threats like somebody writes in a note or email or message somebody concerning containing threats in a text or a message. Social media threats are another ones. This includes like threatening posts, photos, or messages online. Another type will be physical threats, which is described as aggressive behavior, fighting, or possession of a weapon. Another type of threat is suspicious activity, unusual behavior, unauthorized individuals, or concerning situation on campus. Okay, so some of the schools, they use asynthetic badges, so that way teachers and staff, they can let the administration know how to act and when is happening like a situation like this. So the synthetic badges are wearable safety devices used by staff members to quickly request assistance during emergencies. How do they work? So the staff, they wear the badge throughout the school day, so they always have to keep it with them. There's like they can press 1 or 2 times. If they press a multiple time, that is a different situation. So when they press 1 or 2 times, so they just notify the administration that something is happening. So in that case, administration will, and they verify where is the location of the device and go immediately walk that way. In the case that the teacher is like in a very bad situation, so they have to click more than 3 times. So what happens during that case, the administrator, school resources deputy, and emergency responders receive the notification and everybody will be at the school. Okay, so some of the school response procedure are when a threat is identified, the school administrators and the law enforcement evaluate the situation and determine the appropriate response. So if the teacher just like, there is a student in the classroom that it's fighting. So she can just push the button like twice, and the staff or administrators, they can just go and walk right away. Okay, so there is like a different situation about this when something happens in the school. So they have emergency posters such as control campus and lockdown. So all the staff and members who is there, they can just read and know what is the procedure for when that happens. Okay, so a control campus is used to increase security and limit the access to school grounds. And a lockdown is used when there is a danger inside or near the school. A control campus is, it's more like something happening, but we are not sure if how bad it is. And the lockdown is like, for sure, you have to be careful and stay like in a safety place. During the control campus, all the staff need to know that they have to lock all the doors. Administration or the law enforcement should limit the traffic on and off the campus. Outdoor activities will be discontinued until the control campus is lifted, and all the faculty and staff, students, they will remain inside the room. During the lockdown, everybody needs to be sure that all the doors are locked. They have to turn off the lights, and the students and the staff, they have to move to a designated safety area. They have to be quiet. All the students, they need to know that they have to be quiet and stay in the location until the law enforcement or school officials announce that everything it's clear. Okay, so there is internal communication that there is internal communication between the schools. They use like two-way devices that they can communicate fast. Communication is critical during emergencies because that can just make them act right away when an emergency happens. So the school leaders communicate using the two-way radios. The principal, assistant principal, the school deputy, the dean, guidance counselor, and sometimes the front office staff. So they have to coordinate all the emergency responses. So this is really helpful because it provides instant communication and keeps everyone informed during drills and actual incidents. Okay, so a lot of teachers, they like to talk to the students when these type of things happens, because if the kids see something, they need to know that they can say something. Students play an important role in the school safety. They are often the first to notice when something is wrong. So reporting the concerns to a trusted adult can help prevent the problems and keep everyone safe. Example of this includes threats or suspicious behavior, bullying or harassment, social media threats, weapons or dangerous items that they may carry on their backpacks, or they say that they have it, or they say they're gonna bring it up to school. Unauthorized individuals on campus. Okay, so these are some of the pictures that some schools they use, and like I said before, they are posted on the walls, and everybody needs to know where they are located. So just in case something happens, so they will be able to follow like what is the steps that they need to follow in each situation. And also there's like a Syntegics that is part of the Syntegics beacon that is like right on the ceiling of the classroom, and it lights with different colors. So these colors are labeled according to each situation. So if the light is red, so it's a lockdown. If it's white, they have to evacuate. If it's blue, it's a controlled campus, so they have to remain in their classrooms. If it's a severe weather drill, so it has to be a yellow line. And if it's a drill lockdown, so it has to be, the light's gonna be green. So when the lockdown happens, so the students, they need to know that they have to go to a safety place. In this case, there's like a sign, like shield that is posted on the room that is supposed to be the safety place for them. Okay, the next topic that I'm gonna talk about is the blind spots. So what are blind spots? So the schools, they use security cameras and staff supervision to help monitor the campus and maintain a safe and learning environment. So however, some areas may still have limited visibility and cannot be easily seen by cameras or staff. These areas are known as blind spots and may require additional monitoring to help prevent unsafe situations and improve campus safety. Okay, so the schools, they are monitored 24 hours. And there is always the deputies, the resource deputies that they are in the school every day, and they are the one that look up at these cameras. There is also people in the office that they are always checking that everything is running smoothly and everything is working the school, and there's like no behavior issues or no emergencies. Okay, so there are some common blind spots, such as the hallway corners, restrooms entrances, behind portable classrooms, the storage portables, or during the parking lots, in the areas that are blocked by trees, bushes, or structures that there's like sometimes the playground are located there. Why is it important to identify these blind spots? So it will help prevent unsafe behavior, improves campus safety, reduces the opportunities for bullying, vandalism, or unauthorized access. So it also allows staff to respond quickly to concerns. Okay, so how schools monitor the blind spots? Okay, so like I said, every school has a school deputy. So what they do is they review the cameras that are placed throughout the campus. And the school deputy conducts regular security checks around the school, just to make sure that everything is safe for everybody there. Administrators and staff also, they monitor the high-risk areas during the school day. And there's a routine campus safety inspection that helps identify the areas that need additional supervision. Okay, there's like some strategies that we can use to reduce the blind spot, such as maybe install additional security cameras, increase the staff presence in high-risk areas, improve the lining around buildings or in walkways. So trim the trees maybe and bushes that block visibility, and conduct regular campus safety walks and security inspections. So tell me in the comments if you think these strategies will work, or if you have any other suggestion, or maybe during your hours, so you noticed something different in the school that you were working. And please post on the comments, so we want to know.
Okay, so next, my section is single point entry. So a single point entry is a school security practice that requires all visitors, parents, volunteers, and vendors to enter the campus through one designated monitored entrance. During the school day, all exterior doors are locked and only accessible to authorized personnel. This ensures that all visitors are properly screened before they can enter the building and talk to students or wander the campus. Some benefits of a single point entry Like I said, it prevents unauthorized individuals from entering the school, and just any random stranger on the street can't just walk into the schools. It directs all the visitors to the front office for screening, improves student and staff safety, supports emergency response procedures, helps staff identify visitors who have completed the check-in process, and creates accountability by tracking everyone who enters and exits the building. So here's some examples of single point entry. So around the exterior of the school, there are fences. There's a fence shown. To enter a staff parking lot, there are keypads that each staff member has a code that they will enter, and then it opens. The office, there's lots of doors, and you have to be buzzed in to enter. So some other examples of single point entry. A master key. Only specific staff members like administrators, certain custodians, the emergency responders like the resource officer will have a master key that will open all of the doors on campus. Some benefits, it allows quick access during emergencies. So like Estella was saying about the threats, they can access the classrooms if there's an emergency. Supports the lockdown and evacuation procedures, helps administrators respond rapidly to incidents, and maintains security while ensuring authorized access. So that ensures that all of the doors are remain locked and only authorized personnel who have the master key can open up all the doors on campus. The code entry systems, like I mentioned, the teacher parking lot entrance is protected by a keypad gate, and they have to enter that code to get into the parking area, and that prevents just anyone from going into the parking lot and being able to access the school. So all the visitors have to go to the main entrance. The benefits of that: restricted access, protects staff parking and restricted areas, prevents unauthorized vehicles from entering the campus, and adds an additional layer of security. The main entrance is a designated entry point for all visitors during school hours. So first, visitors have to enter through the front office, present a government-issued ID, complete the Raptor visitor management screening process, and then receive their visitor sticker so that they can enter the school. All the doors have to remain locked to prevent just anyone from wandering inside. It limits access, increases staff awareness of visitors, reduces security vulnerabilities around campus, and although the doors are remain locked on the outside, they can still be opened from the inside during emergencies to allow for a safe evacuation. So my next slide is about visitors and our visitor management system. So this is used by schools to monitor, screen, and track all visitors entering and exiting campus. The purpose of this is to ensure that only authorized individuals have access to students, staff, and school facilities. It replaces a traditional paper sign-in sheet and makes it electronic so that we can accurately record and keep track of everyone who's on campus and improve campus safety. The benefits of having a visitor management system is that it screens and verifies visitors before entry. It improves student and staff safety, tracking who's on campus, supporting emergency response efforts, creates accountability for visitors, reduces unauthorized access, and helps schools maintain a safe and orderly learning environment. So the visitor management system, the procedures for visitor management system all the visitors, parents, guardian, volunteers, community members, everyone has to enter the school's designated main entrance, report to the front office, present their government issued ID, complete the visitor screening process, and then receive their badge before entering campus. And then they have to give their badge back to sign out before they leave the school. And this just helps ensure that every visitor is properly identified and authorized before interacting with students and staff. Checking in at the front office, it's a central location for everyone, for all visitors, which allows them to not go directly to classrooms, cafeterias, playgrounds, or other areas of the school without first checking in and making sure that they are allowed to be at the school. It ensures that all visitors have a legitimate reason for being on campus and that they just are not going to be wandering around in the halls doing things they're not supposed to. It helps administrators know who's in the buildings at all times and then provides for accountability during emergencies. So the visitor system that Highlands County uses is the Raptor visitor system. And this scans the government issued IDs and verifies that you are who you say you are and that you are allowed to be at a school campus. And it will create an electronic visitor record and it will print the visitor badges. And it just helps schools monitor who's on campus. So this little graphic is just a simple, easy way to see how it works. You present your ID, it scans it, and then it prints out a badge. The Raptor system is a nationally recognized school safety software program specifically designed for K-12 schools. It helps manage visitors, enhance campus security, improve accountability by electronically screening and tracking individuals who enter school property. And its primary purpose is to just ensure that the visitors are properly identified and allowed to be on campus before granting access to the campus. So the visitor stickers, they have to be worn at all times while a visitor is on campus. It has to remain visible for staff and administrators to see, and then it must be returned before leaving the school. Making sure it's visible allows for teachers, staff members, and administrators to identify that you are allowed to be on campus. And then if they see someone without a visitor badge, then the staff knows that you are not supposed to be here and can assess that situation. In addition to visitors having stickers to know that they're allowed to be here, staff members also have to have identification badges. This helps students and visitors to identify school personnel, or if there's a substitute that's coming in for a day, then you know that they are allowed to be here. Distinguishes employees from visitors so that if a visitor needs help, you can look and see that that's a staff badge and you can ask them for assistance. And it allows staff members to quickly verify authorized personnel. Here is another visual of it entering your ID, and then it will print a sticker. And then on the other side, it will alert if this person is not allowed to be on campus. And then these are our references.
If you have any suggestion or question, we will be so happy if you post it on the comments. We have some of the references here that we use to do this presentation, and we hope you like it. Thank you.
Thank you.